Okay, so this is on, off, on, off. Yeah, so definitely a difference. And I can also increase the intensity. Let's see if I can sneak in here. Yes, that's increasing the intensity, but alright, so today we're unpacking, setting up and reviewing this. This is a LED monitor light for your PC, and it's from Kuntis. I don't know how to pronounce that. Kuntis. This is the most popular one that I found on Amazon, and it's anti-glare. Yeah, so it shouldn't reflect on the screens. It is non-strobic hazard, whatever, healthy eye protection, adjustable color temperature, which means I can go from warm to cold, brightness, which is very important to adjust the light properly, sensitivity, and all of this stuff. But first of all, why am I doing this? Why am I setting this up when I already have the Philips Hue in here light bars? Well, first of all, if you look at, let me close the light. If you look at the setup, yeah, so this is the sitting position, something like that. It's a lot darker when the camera is set up, so it's a lot darker than you see this. Now, I'm also getting a black wheel, which means that my whole setup under the screens is going to be quite dim, dark, shadowy, which is not a big issue. However, if you look at some of my videos where I have my hands and such, you see when I move my hands towards the windscreen, it gets darker, so my hand gets shadowy. And in reality, that is a windscreen, right? In reality, not in reality, in the game, that is a windscreen. So technically, when I move my hand forward towards the windscreen, you should be able to see light cast on my hand rather than shadow. So I said I'm going to try this lamp. We're going to mount it on top of the screen, the front screen. That should have no glare, hopefully, and it should cast a nice light, kind of like coming from the windscreen rather than from the back. I'm going to keep the Hue lights, but yeah, what I want to do is to see if I can manipulate with 3 light sources, the sides one plus the front one. I want to see if I can manipulate the lighting in the cockpit to make it a bit more realistic. Alright, so let's see what's in the box. Okay, so this is the first time I'm opening this thing. Excuse the disaster around here, but my cockpit is always in build phase, so I'm always building something for my cockpit. Okay, so this is the packaging. You have a what is this, a mini, micro? Let's see if this is a micro or mini USB. It is USB-C. Surprising. Nice. USB-C. I was expecting a micro or mini or something like that. USB-C, braided cable, quite lengthy, pretty cool. Some instructions. This should be the stand, the holder. It's also quite heavy because it has to hold the bar in front of the screen, so it balances nicely. So let's see what we have inside the box. Alright, so what do we have here? Alright, so we have the holder, so you put the lamp here and it should attach to your monitor. Now this entry here is a bit small. My screens are wide because they're curved. They have a lot of thickness to the top of the monitor, so we'll see how that works. That's the stand. It's quite heavy as well. There's some heavy material inside here. Alright, so now what do we have here? Okay, so like something to assemble it, and then this should be the actual light bar. Now this is not, this is, I'm using it for something that is not intended to be used. Why did I break the bag? All right, so let's see. This is the bar. Quite cool. Premium, lengthy as well. That's what I wanted to get, a 55 centimeters one bigger. All right, so we're gonna assemble this and see how it looks. Again, so this is not intended for what I'm planning to use it. It's meant to sit on your desk or sit on top of your monitor and while you're typing on your desk and such. But I saw that the light that was casted in the videos from this looks quite natural, like there's light coming from within the monitor, and that's exactly what I was looking for. So yeah, let's set it up and see how it goes.
A few moments later.
Alright, so this is how it looks now with it installed. It's installed. Up there is very incognito, to put it like that, so you can't really see it properly. And when I race, my view is this, so you can't really see upwards, so it will be like this, which is pretty cool. And now if I stick my hand forward like earlier, there you go, so you see no more shadow. And actually I toned down all the lights, and it is a pretty pleasant view. So now if I let me try to see if I can switch it off from this side, so you see the difference without the bar. Okay, so this is on, off, on, off. Yeah, so definitely a difference. And I can also increase the intensity. Let's see if I can sneak in here. Yeah, so that's increasing the intensity, but this tactile bar is not very good, to be honest. Yeah, that's increasing intensity. The only thing I would say is when you sit in this position, you see a bit of, you might see, I'm not sure, I'm not sure, but you might be able to see a bit of glare on the sides, but from the camera it doesn't look like it. So if I put the camera here where it is, for that, this is where you see it. This is where you see a bit of glare on that side. But if I tilt it like this, it's a bit better. There's still a bit of a glare there, which I need to figure out how to solve. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Well, for the POV, for the POVs is gonna be awesome, because you can't actually see any proper glare. The intensity of the hue lights, that's getting brighter. This is a bit too bright. Yeah, it's definitely working. It's casting light on the wheel here. You can see the light being casted on the DD1 front there as well, which is pretty cool, and even on top of the dash. So yeah, good stuff. I'm pleased with it. The only thing I would say is it goes a bit under, because the curve is so abrupt on the screen. A section of it goes under the screen, but it's fine. The amount of light that is casted over this section here is all that I need. When I mount a dash, I'll either make it Alcantara or something else, maybe carbon fiber looking. Should look pretty cool with that as well. Alright, so that is, I'm gonna put the link in the description. I think this is pretty cool, not just for, let me just turn this around while I talk to you. So I think this approach with the lights, you can find them quite cheap. I think I paid for this one £40, and it's the 55 centimeters or 50 centimeters length. You can definitely get shorter ones as well. And if you get 3 of them and mount them on the screens, maybe on the front one and the sides one, you might not need anything like fancy like Philips Hue or anything like that, if you don't want to control crazy amount of colors, because this has, you know, warm and cold light, and that's it. But it's a really nifty setup, to be honest. And it works. It works. Look, yeah, it works. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. Hopefully, it's gonna improve the videos, and all of that stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching.